am Mnemosyne. You found a niche of my vast domain.
Our next guest is East Bay artist Christy Kovacs, and I could tell you what she does, but it's so much more fun to show you.
So my medium, I do all kinds of medium from painting to drawing, but this medium that I'm currently more interested in is photographic weaving. So I take two photographs and I cut one horizontally and I cut the other vertically, and then I physically weave them together. And I cut them with scissors, usually, into either 1/4-inch strips or close to 1/2-inch strips. And this piece is in the back, which you can look at up close. It's called Future of Flight. It appears at a distance like the USS Enterprise from Star Trek or the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars, which was the point, but really it's the SFO airport. And you can see all the terminals coming off and little airplanes, and then the freeway overpass at the front, which takes you into the airport. So I've recently been very interested in aerial photography of cities and freeway overpasses specifically. And what I like about this work is that I'm taking this very traditional craft, traditionally female craft of weaving, but I'm adding this masculine component by weaving photographs and photographs of NASA imagery or freeway overpasses, circuit boards. Here's another piece that's aerial photography of an overpass in San Mateo, woven with circuit board imagery, which is neat because a lot of the buildings in this picture probably produce some of these circuit boards. And it's fun to, if you look close, to see what's a building and what's a circuit board component, what's a road and what's circuit board. I don't use a pattern when I weave. I weave based depending on what I want revealed and what I want hidden. So it's very intentional what I leave out and what I show in each image. This is the freeway overpass, the maze in Oakland, where the 580, the 880, and the 80 all intersect. And this is East Bay mud right here. That's the IKEA in Emeryville. And again, all this green is not grass, it's circuit boards. So this piece was featured in Mnemosyne, and it's titled Snakes in the Garden. It's a car engine mirror imaged, which takes on sort of an insect feel or an alien feeling, almost like what's it called? Blanking on the insect. And then I wove it with imagery of a garden. So I'm also interested in how machinery mimics nature, and how the designs of tubing and plant stems are very similar, and I like to weave them together. And it's it's unclear whether the garden is overtaking the machine or the machine is evolving into this hybridized creature. This piece is called Blue Engine. It's actually a blue engine that I found in a car salvage yard. Again, I mirror imaged the image so it was symmetrical, and wove it with succulents. And I have, these pieces are all going to be up in a show in Oakland at Vessel Gallery. If you sign my mailing list in the back, you can come see these pieces. They're huge. This one is 68 inches long. This one is called Spider Engine, and again, the symmetry of the engine makes it take on this insect-like spider. And I wove it, the second image was vines and plants, which kind of make it take on this kind of web look too in the background. This one I titled Mechanical Heart. And again, it's a car engine mirror imaged, woven together with roses. And I'll open it up to some questions after this if people have specific questions about certain pieces. And that's a close-up, so you can see my strips, the vertical strips versus the horizontal. So all the rose imagery is the horizontal strips, and then the machinery is the vertical strips. So I was also drawn to Paula Hendricks' piece with men who work with their hands. I think there's some similarity maybe between your piece and this. I'm also drawn towards big rusted steel and circuit boards and big overpasses. But when you look at overpasses from the air, they look like these delicate strands that are woven very delicately. And these strands, as they weave together, is a delicate process as well, but it's very precise kind of craft. So I don't know if anyone has a question. Yes?
Yeah, I have several questions. For these, not so much for the aerial photographs, but are you working from photographs that you take yourself?
The aerial photography I get from USGS, the U.S. Geological Survey.
But these engine things?
These ones I take myself.
And is it digital? Is it working with digital imagery that you print and then?
Yes. So I have a Nikon digital SLR.
And I'm not a weaver, so I don't know the process, but are these are all different scales, sizes, or are they pretty much the same size?
They're pretty big. That one hanging in the back is roughly the size of most of them. Some of them are bigger, some are smaller.
So are all the strips the same size?
Yes.
You work with the same kind of grid, the same?
Yeah, I haven't played with alternating sizes of the strips, but I plan on playing with that a little bit.
So you take the photographs, you print them out, you cut them up.
I start with 2 separate photographs. I cut one vertically, one horizontally. The cutting takes me maybe 10 hours, and then the weaving takes me 20 to 30 hours. And then I go in with glue and I fasten it down because some of the strips are very long and they could start to sag. So I go in and I glue down little fasten points to keep it secure.
I love original objects, but do you also make prints of these?
I have made some prints. I have some prints in the back.
They're very beautiful.
Thank you. I think my time's almost up.
Well, if you want to take further questions back by your arts,
Yeah.
people can actually look at it.
Yeah, so you can stop by and look at it up close. I have some prints. You can sign my mailing list. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.